Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my vlogs. So this week's vlog, I'm actually doing two vlogs this week. So there's going to be one coming out, this one, and I've got another one coming out on Sunday as well. So just so you guys are aware, there's two coming out this week. This video, I just want to introduce this video because basically January has gone by quite quickly, and all I want to do is just do a quick reset for February because I did hit some of my goals and I'm quite happy with the way January went, but I want a little additional productivity in February. So I'm just going to reset. I don't know if you guys have been watching my vlogs and watching my Instagram, you can see that I'm redoing my walk-in closet. So it's a room makeover, and I'm also redoing my room as well. So I'm just basically resetting. In this vlog, I'm just going to reset. I'm going to show you how I do my goal setting, what my goals are for February and for the rest of the year. And I'm going to show you things that I do to reset each month. I usually do a reset every week, and then I also do a reset every month. So I'm going to take you guys through my reset this month. So I hope you guys like it, and obviously comment, like, share, subscribe. I love each and every single one of you guys who watches my vlogs and comes back every week just to watch me live my life. So I'm eternally grateful for each and every single one of you guys who watch my videos. Okay, so I'm going to show you the goal setting and everything in the rest of the video. Put a few of my jumpers. There's some summer clothes as well. So you can see this is actually still not all of the clothes. I've got a couple of dresses. This is from Sweaty Betty, this is from Uniqlo, this is from Topshop, and these two dresses are from Zara. So they're all from different brands, but they are all branded clothes. They're nothing random in there. So yeah, I've spent all morning doing this, but I still have a whole bunch of clothes. So I've got those two big bags there are to sell. I also have some items which is like storage stuff that I don't need, which I bought from IKEA, and I'm gonna put those items on Vinted as well. I'm gonna show you guys what I organized in my drawers. So this is my hair drawer. I've got all my clips, all my pins, everything that I need for my hair in this drawer. And this one is my makeup drawer. I still need to figure out where I need to put a bunch of things. I've got some stuff here that I need to figure out where to put. And I do have two more bags of things that I need to put in my dressing table. But a lot of this is actually skincare. So it's gonna go on the top over here on this area. So I need to buy something for that. But this is the makeup area, which I very rarely use. It's mostly skincare that I use. So I've just stored it inside here because I won't be using it as much. So yeah. Okay, I've actually done all my jumpers. Luckily, most of them fit on this. So that's it. I put some shoes, my socks, and some cleaning stuff at the bottom. Some bags for travel. Really cozy. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, so I actually showed you my dressing table earlier, and I'm gonna show you because I've organized it like this. So I put my makeup here, as previously there was some other stuff which I've now moved onto here. So I've got my cotton buds and everything here, my perfumes, and then my skincare is actually out here. And I've created this little charging station here where I've got my Alexa, my toothbrush charging, and then my face massage tool thing. I'm not quite sure how to help you with that. Well, that was unexpected. Okay, anyway, so I had this extra drawer which was storage for like undergarments and things like that. But now that I have an entire room as a walk-in closet, I've actually used different baskets for that, and I'm going to get cupboards, which need to be bought. But this has now become an extended dressing table. So I'm going to show you guys what I've done. So on the first one is just all nails, everything to do with nails. The second one is stuff that I use every day. So it's like brushes, my deodorant, sunscreen, my hair stuff, body oil, and some other stuff as well, some cream. So that's my everyday. I use this drawer the most. And then this one is stuff that I use not every day, but maybe like once a week or something like that. So this is stuff like extra perfumes. I've got the masks here, these eye masks, and I have some hair. These are all hair products, like anti-frizz products. This is heat protection, and then this is my CeraVe cream, which I don't really use every day. And then I also have, this is like the IPL laser hair remover, which I use on a weekly basis, but it's not something that I use every day. So that's kind of storage drawer. And then the last one is probably the messiest one, but this is all back stock. So I have all the stuff, all the skincare stuff that I've ordered, oils, extra dermaplaning stuff, everything like that. So all of this is basically in this drawer, and I use these pads. I go through them like literally like water. I use them in the morning and at night before I sleep for skincare. So yeah, that is my drawer. And I think it's a really nice background with like these cozy jumpers. So when I'm talking in vlogs and stuff, this will be my background, which I love because it's really cozy and it's the vibe that I'm going. Okay, so this section is basically me scheduling and planning everything. So I usually schedule every week, so every Sunday or every Monday, which is my admin day. I usually write down my entire calendar for the week and the month. However, this time I'm just gonna do it for the month. So I use a few different things. I use Notion, and then I also use Google Calendars, and then I also have a Hobonichi diary. This is the cute Hobonichi diary. I don't know if you can actually see anything in, but yeah, it shows you. It's actually a really cool diary. So it has the pages like this, the month laid out like this, and then it has individual pages where you can write down everything. So this is actually something that I put in my bag and I take with me if I have anything to do. My battery died, but now I'm back. So yeah, so this diary is something that I keep with me on the go. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys now how I plan everything. Okay, so the first thing that I do is I usually go to my Google Calendar. I open up my Google Calendar, and then I see what things are actually on my calendar. My calendar is super empty because I haven't planned it, but I'm gonna plan it now. So usually, if you can see, Mondays are admin days, and then on Tuesdays I usually apply for jobs, and I apply for jobs throughout the week as jobs come through. So it's kind of not set that I do it on Tuesday, but on Tuesday, that's my once a week allowance. I have to apply to at least one job a week minimum, just so I know that I'm trying to reach towards my goals. It's definitely not enough, but I think for what I have on my plate at the moment, one a week is actually enough. Okay, so I've got a driving lesson on Sunday, and on Saturday is when I have my day job. I usually work 10 to 5. So that I'm just going to schedule in just now. So 10 to 5 is when I have my shift. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat it weekly on Saturday. I'm going to have a look at my Notion. So this is my dashboard for Notion. And what I have is a daily to-do list, and then in the daily to-do list I've actually divided it into admin, creative, and then educational and financial. So in the admin is stuff that I actually take off and complete every Monday. So I can add new things, and it's stuff like picking up stuff from the store, doing my financial management, printing guides, shredding any documents, things like that. Any organization bits that I need to do, they're all done on Monday because I like to start my day off slow, so I'm just planning all of that. And then creative is stuff that I need to do for YouTube and my Instagram account. So for today, I've got scheduled in to actually edit and put out this February reset vlog, and then I've got some filming to do for another couple of vlogs, and then also for the reels, for my reels for this entire month. And then over here I've got the schedule, which tells me Monday's admin day, Wednesday and Thursday are Insta reel filming day. So I'm gonna look at that and I'm gonna add that here. I'm gonna start from, let's say we'll start from 9 a.m. and I'll do Insta reel filming and editing, and that would be deep work that I would do. And that's something that I'm going to add for, let's do, so 4 hours, and we'll duplicate that for Thursday as well. There we go. And again, I'm gonna do this recurring it repeats weekly on Wednesday. This repeats weekly on Thursday as well. Okay, and there's some stuff which I had before. So this stuff, which was Sunday, used to be my Instagram and content planning day, but because Sunday is the day after I work, I'm now going to get rid of it. This is something that I did in the past, so I'm going to delete this and all events as well. Okay, so my new schedule is basically Mondays are admin days, Tuesdays I work on job applications, Wednesday and Thursday I do Insta filming and reel, and then YouTube and jobs in general are there for the rest of the week anyway. So that's me pretty much done actually for the year, unless it changes. Unless this changes, I'm not gonna change my schedule. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what my scheduling is. I try not to make it too complicated. One of the routine that I was doing was filling my calendar every little section, like every piece, like wake up, have breakfast, do this, and it was just kind of making me feel quite frustrated. I felt like I wasn't doing the things that I was supposed to do because everything was so meticulously organized. And I think I am an organized person, but when your schedule is so meticulously organized, it just didn't work for me. I felt way too much pressure about completing everything like within the hour, and that just wasn't nice. So now what I do is I give myself a whole day for admin. So Mondays are for admin, Wednesdays and Thursdays are basically for me to do reels. So I know that in the rest of the week I don't have time to do reels. I have to do them. I used to do them on Saturdays and Sundays, but because my Saturdays now work and Sunday I just want to relax and I don't want to think too much about making stuff. I just want to do the planning on Sunday. So Wednesdays and Thursdays are filming and editing for reels, and that should be done for at least minimum like a week in advance. And I think I've got a really good schedule now, because in the beginning it was really tough, but now that I have this routine, it's actually been really, really helpful. When you're organizing your routine, it's kind of like a trial and error, so you have to try to see what works and what doesn't work. And I think what's working now for me is general guidelines where I do deep work specific times of the day, and then the rest of the time if I get ideas and I feel like I want to do something, I will just do it, and those things will just be scheduled in advance. But that means I've given myself a certain time limit, and then I also have the rest of the day to actually work on whatever comes up in my mind. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my getting back on track and February reset, because it's actually been really quite helpful for me to, number one, do this video and show you guys how I reset, so hopefully it can help somebody, and number two, it actually holds me accountable. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next week.